Truman, he said, that man is trying to interfere in my private life. Also, they're so excessively concerned with homosexuality. Well, I've never had any problem with being a homosexual. I was always right out there. I've always been an object of desire. I have. I'm very energetic when the occasion arises. Oh. Should I go on a little bit? All right, all right. All right. So he's on the phone. He says, yes. Oh, hi, Don. He's always on the phone. I adore you too. Oh, no, don't worry. No, don't worry that Gloria called. She will not find out. No, my lips are sealed. Of course, my old Underwood can be very indiscreet. So, Sugar Pie, tell me, are you ready for Christmas? Have you spent oodles and oodles of money, etc., etc.? You're going to be astonished at me. I'm going to be new in 1976. I'll be trim, etc., etc., no booze, I swear. I'm going to be healthy and finish the book. You know what I say now when somebody asks me if they're in it? Well, like we say at Forest Lawn, I reserved a plot for you. We'll fit you all in. Okay, I'll call. Merry Christmas. No, all right. Bye, darling. Bye. And he hangs up. Who the fuck was that? Oh, yes. I'm sorry. That was Carol Mathau. Carol and Gloria Vanderbilt and Una O'Neill, Chaplin, were teenage pals. And in a kind of loony show of solidarity, all three of those beautiful and gifted young women married dirty old men. Bizarre. Now, Carol is married to her second husband, Walter Matthau, and they live in California. I mean, live there. All the time. No, it's a scientific fact that for every year you stay in California, you lose 2 points of your IQ. No, it's redundant to die in LA. But old people, they love it. They close their eyes, and the wind whispering through the winter flowers says sleep. And the sea says sleep. Well, I'm definitely not ready to sleep. In the deeper sense. And he picks up some kind of, remember Mary Janes? Anybody remember Mary Janes? Mary Janes, yeah. Molasses taffy and peanut butter. Little T's a favorite. I'm sorry, I can't pass it around. Whenever Sook had an extra penny, Sook would buy me a grape all-day sucker. Sook was my mother's oldest sister, and yet the youngest. A lot of people thought she was retarded. and the family treated her accordingly, accused Sook of being funny. But she was just dreadfully shy and innocent. Actually, I've been quoting from a book that I wrote about Sook and me. A wonderful book. You must read it. A Christmas Memory. Sook and I were like forgotten people. Sook by her brothers and sisters and me by my parents. We only identified with people outside the boundaries of our little town. I was extremely jealous of all the children whose names or pictures were in the newspaper. Shirley Temple, Bobby Breen, Jackie Cooper, everybody. Sook identified with people in the Bible. I am 7 and she is 60-something. And we're best friends. Other people inhabit the house, relatives, and know they have power over us, and frequently they make us cry. We are not, on the whole, too much aware of them. Sook and I took Christmas very seriously. Our biggest Christmas project was making fruit cakes. And who were they for? People who are struck our fancy. The year that I was 7, I remember we made a cake for Abner Packer, the driver of the 6 o'clock bus from Mobile, who always exchanged waves with us every day as he passed in a dust-covered whoosh. And the knife grinder, and President Roosevelt. And that year that I was 7, there was a little bit of whiskey left over from the fruitcake. Sook and I and Queenie was our tough little rat terrier who did me one better by surviving 2 snake bites. Anyway, Sook and Queenie and I drank that leftover whiskey and got drunk and caused a scandal and entered the relatives. Whiskey on his breath, a child of 7. Remember Cousin Kate? Uncle Charlie's scandal, oh, humiliation, kneel, pray, beg the Lord. In my 7-year-old opinion, the effects of the whiskey on me were lovely. The grown-ups were stupid and mean. After that Christmas, everything changed because the next year my mother married Mr. Capote, and those who know best decide that I belong in military school. And so followed a miserable succession of bugle-blowing prisons, grim, reveille-ridden summer camps, and finally, after Sook and I and Queenie, Mother had given up getting a new baby with Mr. Capote. She sent for me. I mean a new home, too. I have a new home. It doesn't count. Home is where my friend Sook is, and there I never go. So another New York Christmas, and he puts the book away, and his Christmas in New York might work for Frank Capra or O. Henry, but it tends to go askew for me. All alone on the stage, Christmas Eve. He says, one Christmas when I was very, very young, living in a Greenwich Village walk-up. It was Christmas Eve, and there was a party I was sort of invited to, but it wouldn't start till late. After 10, I was alone in my apartment, waiting for the time to pass before I went to my party. I was a little depressed, and it was Christmas Eve, so I decided to open one of my presents. The one that I caught my eye was a box from Bonwit Teller, which made me hope that it was something nice. It was from a very naughty friend, and I feared it was a joke, but I hoped for something nice, so I opened it. Well, what was in that box from Bonwit Teller was a woman's nightgown. No, it was a pink shorty, with lots of ruffles. Fairly expensive joke, because the gown was really very, very pretty. So I put it